Hello, everybody. You are listening to WIDR Kalamazoo, and we are the Pop Effect Podcast. Your hosts are
Paige, Emma,
and Olivia. Hello, beautiful people. How are we doing today?
Okay. So, what we have for you today are the Academy Award nominees, some celebrity baby news, Justin Bieber selling his music catalog,
Whoa,
and biopics in Hollywood.
bum, bum, bum.
Okay, I have to
All
do
right.
mine.
So, I don't know, I wish I knew. I really don't care enough to look it up, though. But the Academy Awards is the Oscars.
Yeah.
Why there's two different names is beyond me.
Because really about to say beyond us.
If you know, please text one of us, and then
Emma's raising her hand. She knows.
So it's called the Academy Awards because it's voted for by the Academy, which is kind of like pretty much the majority of like people in show business. Like,
Yeah, but isn't that the same for like the Grammys? And
yeah,
stuff
then
like
why aren't they
that?
just called the Academy Awards and not the Oscars?
because it's like the Academy is like a more like well-known like group. Like it's known that like the Academy is a thing. Like when you
So
go
then-
be like, I'd like to thank the Academy, which is pretty much everyone in the room that voted.
Okay.
It's
All right, you know,
I'm not saying it's logical. I'm
No.
not saying it's logical. That's just why.
I was just confused.
it's Hollywood. They're goofy up there.
Anyways, so we're not going to be talking about every single category, just like
No.
the main ones, like
We do not have that time.
Best Picture, Best Director, Best Lead Actor, Best Lead
Yes.
Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting
Yes.
Actress.
All right.
Okay.
You want to name or start one off? I'm dealing without
Should we
them,
just
so
do
okay.
the, like general Best Picture?
Yes.
Okay, so we have All Quiet on the Western Front, which is a Netflix movie.
Mhm.
Yep. That out. Avatar: The Way of Water. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this.
Banshees.
You say
It is. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
the Banshees. Of-
Yeah.
Initiate.
Yeah.
I am not saying that.
Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at
Elvis.
Once, The Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking.
That is a stacked category, and
many.
I think the problem is that we had just talked about the Golden Globes and who won, and it's pretty much literally just you take it, move it over, and maybe like have a shocking twist or whatever. But for the most part, it's going to be between Tar and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Possibly Elvis, because the fact that Austin Butler won the Golden Globe was really shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that will have something, be like, but
Yeah, but like there's a general consensus that it's going to be between Tar and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
every single main award is going to be between those two movies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Didn't Everything All at Once, whatever award show just happened, they got like 11 awards. They got the
Yeah.
most out of every.
They got it's for this Academy Award.
Oh,
they got
nominations. Never mind.
nominations. They had the most nominations.
Never
But they could
mind.
win in every single one and get 11. You
No,
never
my
know.
God, I know.
That's a possibility. I mean,
I don't think they'll get every single one.
Probably not.
Because the odds of getting like 11 when you're up
It's a lot.
against
Yeah.
some very good movies, I think that they'll get like at least like 6 or 7.
True.
I mean, I don't have any more to add. It's literally this award season is just so interesting because I feel like in a long time it hasn't been just between like two movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
It's like-
last time
yeah.
it was like La La Land and what was the other one?
Oh God,
Moonlight.
Oh my God, love Moonlight.
Yeah.
Bad drama, but
That was wild.
not our problem.
I miss the times when like stuff like that would
Was it
happen.
beef?
I know. I know.
Literally, Chris Rock and
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Oh.
That was literally just last year.
It didn't last long enough though. Like the crazy.
that was
There's gonna
talked
be
about
so
for
many
long
jokes
enough.
about it.
Oh
here.
God! I mean,
Not-
weren't they already at the Golden Globe? I forgot who the host was, but he was already making jokes, being like, "And one thing I know is you don't mess with Will Smith's wife." And I'm like, "Oh, here we
It's
go."
just been like every single award show, and maybe this will be the last of it.
Let's hope. It's
Like,
like, all
just
right,
go-
recap.
Yeah.
Full year circle. Now we're done. All right.
So, okay, we don't have to say like every single director, but I just wanted to point out that there's not a woman. It's
Oh,
only
yeah.
men.
yeah.
That's just what I wanted to say about that.
Like is there for wait, I'm sorry, I'm scrolling on my phone trying to find it because I was looking through
Who isn't it like Elvis and whatever, or is
the Banshees of
Wait.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness. Those are the directors that won. I mean, not that one.
Nominated.
The Fabelmans have a really high chance.
Well,
yeah, it's Steven Spielberg.
They have a really high chance.
I feel like for Everything Everywhere All at Once, they have a good chance, though, at that. I know that it's Steven Spielberg, but I feel like they are...
Well, I think he's also not in his prime.
Yeah, no.
Like, my boy Steven was like...
My boy Steven.
He was really doing his thing in, like, 70s, 80s with, like, Jaws, E.T., whole 9 yards. Not that he's not that good of a director now, but it's kind of the same thing with, trigger warning, Quentin Tarantino. Although, low-key... Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that is the exception. But, like, other than that, So it's kind of just like...
I love Quentin's movies, but he is just the trigger warning.
He's just a choice, but...
Yeah.
I mean, same thing, isn't Tar nominated? I mean...
Yeah.
It's really
I have not seen the movie. What's it about?
Piano.
She's like a...
Oh, that!
Conductor.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Best lead actor. Austin Butler for Elvis.
Yep.
Colin Farrell for The Banshees of... Brendan Fraser, The Whale. Paul... how do you say his last name?
Mescal.
For After Sun. And...
Bill
Nighy. No, but there's a Y at the end.
It's Nighy.
For Living. Okay, it's definitely between...
Bill Sliving.
Olivia.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so I feel like the real contenders, no offense, are like the first three that I named.
Yeah, because this was Paul's first nomination. No one's getting their first nom.
No, it happens, but
Paul?
He was Phoebe Bridgers.
That's
and then he was in Normal People with Daisy Edgar Jones.
Yeah, he's a very big he's kind of like the white boy of the month.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Joe Burrow is the white boy of the month.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with him.
I genuinely can't keep up with the white boys anymore. Like I'm so out of the loop.
They're literally all right here.
Okay. Honestly,
wait, should we give context to what a white boy of the month is?
No.
Okay.
No,
I feel like the majority of our audience will not know what we're talking about.
It doesn't matter. But I think, honestly, I thought Austin Butler had no chance of winning that Golden Globe, and he did.
I know.
But this is the Oscars, which is like the most prestigious award ceremony.
Yeah.
Right next to the Grammys. Yes, it's the Scammies, but they're still the Grammys. Like, you have to see it for what it is.
Well,
so
it's kind of like it's a lot more. It's also more talked about in the public eye. Like, people care about the Oscars. Not everyone's going to care about the Golden Globes.
Yeah. Okay. So Austin Butler won at the Golden Globes, but Brendan Fraser won at Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah,
so they each have
that is true.
Something that they won for both of these roles. So I feel like this is really going to be the deciding factor. I think it would be so iconic that love Austin Butler, but I think it would be so iconic if Brendan Fraser won.
Yeah,
after he took such a break from making starring in movies. I think it would be so cool.
Yeah,
I'm like pulling for him, but
you can also tell that like while he was a very like major like kind of like B list like B minus B plus B plus star like in his time like back in like his 20s or whatever, you can tell that like when he like because he stopped kind of getting roles, you can tell that he really appreciates it. So I really do think that he deserves it.
Yeah, I just can't wait to watch it. We'll see what happens.
We'll see it all unfold.
Okay, best lead actress. We have Cate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde.
No comment.
Andrea Riseborough. I don't know how to say her last name. Sorry to Leslie.
Sorry, girl.
Michelle Williams of Fabelmans, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I cannot express this enough. This is going to be a bloodbath.
No, it will.
If Michelle doesn't win and Kate wins over
Michelle
her.
Yeoh, not Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
My apologies. Literally, I genuinely think there would be hellfire to pay. I really would.
Hellfire?
No, I'm being so for real. The amount of people that are rooting for Michelle Everywhere All at Once, Michelle. And if she doesn't win it over Kate, because Kate's won like 3 or 4 Oscars already, or like Golden Globes, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
I do think that just from what I've seen and the reviews that I've heard, Kate gave an amazing performance. It's just not as good as Everything All at Once.
Everything Everywhere.
I fully
Everything
agree.
Everywhere.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
it's Kate
My bad.
Blanchett. Like, are you kidding me? Like, she's an iconic actress, but I think
she's
also
also really funny.
isn't Michelle the first woman or first Asian American to ever be nominated for Best Lead Actress? Or like second?
Let me Google.
But I know that I don't think that an Asian American has ever won, ever, from what I've heard. Because I feel like people wouldn't be making that like big of a statement about it if it had happened before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the category I am the most interested in. Yeah, she's the first one.
Wow.
This should be
it says
so
is the second
interesting.
to be nominated for best.
Yeah,
The
but I don't
first
think anybody's won.
Wow.
Interesting development.
Well, I hope Michelle wins.
I don't know how I haven't seen that movie. It's my goal.
so good.
I think it's because I just like did not process that it was in theaters, and I was like, wait, what?
I didn't see it in theaters. I wish I would have.
But I need to see that before, because I think they're actually. I think it's iconic because the Oscars is, from what I recall, the night of March 12th.
6th, I think. No, wait, never mind. That's a different event. Keep going.
I think, which is like iconic. It's like we go back to school after spring break and it's like, we're back. Pop culture girlies, we're back. But that's all I have to say. Oh, wait, actually, no, I don't have to say because I don't want to give Anna any credit because her portrayal in Blonde, no comment. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
I don't care if it was real to the book. That bio pick. We're moving on.
Later. Okay. Where am I at? Best Supporting Actor, Brendan Gleeson for Banshees of... Gosh, it keeps...
No comment on that
If
anymore.
anyone knows, does anyone know how to pronounce that?
I don't think so.
Okay, literally, let's just say the only one that we're rooting for is Q Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at
I'm
Once.
literally just rooting for every single actor from that movie.
Okay, but he's won in every single, like,
Yeah.
thing he's been nominated in this year.
That is so impressive. That is genuinely impressive.
Also, wait, when we talk about Best Supporting Actress, the fact that Angela Bassett got Marvel their first Oscar. Oh, never mind.
We
Sorry.
didn't get there yet.
I thought we were just trying to like go through it quick. Sorry.
No, well, yeah, okay, wait. Just a reminder, you're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM online at WIDRFM.org. We started a little later. So we're just going to keep this going.
We can end later. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we're all rooting for him. I think he's just done so well this year. It's like his year, I feel like.
You could just tell when he gets his award and he like talks to like any like critic or like reporter after. He is so happy. Like he genuinely is not taking anything for granted. Not that I'm saying that anybody else would, but I think honestly any Asian American that is watching this go down, like everywhere, everything all at once, is such a huge just like representation for that like the Asian community. So it's just like amazing that like, you know, they're appreciating it, we're all appreciating it. And it's just like, you know what? We're here. We like to see people succeed.
True.
Speaking my truth on that.
Okay. Best Supporting Actress. Angela Bassett for Black
My
Panther,
girl.
Wakanda Forever. Hong Cho for The Whale. Carrie Condon for the Gosh, this movie.
Banshees!
The Banshees of somewhere.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Sue. I think that's how you say her last name.
This
I'm
is-
not sure. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
This is the first time that I'm not rooting for someone from Everything Everywhere All at Once to win.
Oh, you want
because
them to win.
Angela Bassett, I have never cried in a movie theater that much.
Yeah.
She gave like the performance that she gave. I cannot even put it into words how good it was. There's a reason that she's the first to get like the Oscar nom for. Yeah.
I love Angela Bassett.
Me too.
She's
I
such an
love her.
icon.
I genuinely love her. Especially from American Horror Story, because that show is my jam. But
True.
I think this category, other than like best like lead actress, I think that this category is gonna be really, really interesting.
Actress is Carrie. What can we say?
That's the truth. Like, this is proof that men are boring. Like, nothing is happening. We're all like, okay, whatever. But like the females, although low-key, I think it's just more like they're out for blood. It's like rawr.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that this is Jamie Lee Curtis's first nomination for an Academy Award.
What?
Yeah.
She's an icon though. Like,
Yeah.
How?
I know.
I mean, I guess because after you do like 20 million like Halloween movies and they just keep getting worse and worse and worse, that kind of decredits your name. So like, I guess I get it.
Those movies literally traumatized me. The one with the ice skate in the face.
I don't know.
That was so scary.
I don't know which one that is. I don't know. Dad, if you're listening, I still love Halloween. Don't worry. They're still my jam. But we can all agree that they've gotten worse.
Yeah, the last one was just a little like, oh, okay.
Well, hopefully this last one will be Halloween Ends. Oh my God, I hope it ends.
I thought
please.
the last one with Halloween Ends.
Okay, yeah, then there was actually...
I thought that the one that they just released, like the whole press thing was like, this is the last one.
Yes, but they literally said that the year prior. Like they literally, they were literally like, oh my God, this is the end, and then nothing. So, we shall see.
Well,
Okay.
okay, well, that's that with the Academy.
we went into that. Whoa, I was not. See, but I mean, I think it's because I just have so much appreciation for like movies that now I like genuinely am like, wait. Let me do my research. But all right.
We'll talk about the winners when the Oscars actually happen.
That's gonna be beautiful.
That'll probably be like right after spring break because we can't guarantee that we're all going to be here. But
Yeah, true. Also, if you want to know all the other categories,
wait, aren't they on a Sunday?
You can. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Hold up.
They are on a Sunday. All award shows are on a Sunday.
We'll talk about them like a week after it happens.
Okay, if you want to know all the other categories, just look it up. They're on Variety.com.
Yeah.
They have like every single category.
All right. We're moving on to baby.
Oh my! Literally directly into my ear.
You wore the headphones. That's your problem.
Baby news.
Can't help it. I'm deaf.
Oh my God. Wait. What is Kylie Jenner's name? What's the name of the child?
Air.
That was my live reaction. No way. Are you for real? Stormy in Air?
Wait.
I thought it was Wolf.
No, okay. Can I like let me explain this whole story.
What?
Olivia, I've seen you do so. I've interacted with you so many times, but that is genuinely the funniest thing you've ever done.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
So
Yes.
Kylie had her second baby like a year ago.
Yes.
So it's Air with an E.
Named him Wolf. And then everyone was like, Wolf?
Bad name.
What is that?
Bad name.
And then she was like, actually,
It's a cool middle name, though.
Like, it's not Wolf. We're going to think about it. And then she did a reveal a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Revealing that her baby's name is Aire. A-I-R-E.
I kind of like it, though. I'm not going to lie.
I like it with Stormy. Like, Stormy.
Yeah, Air and Stormy. That's cute.
But people are like, how did she come up with this? Because some people think, like, Air is, like, the end of, like, Billionaire.
No.
Earth.
First off,
Fire.
when you think Air and you're going to think Kylie Jenner and the fact that it's like, I'm thinking more like Air, like the air of her fortune.
Oh, I'm thinking like air, like what I'm breathing right now.
Well, no, like
that
obviously
would be
that,
an
but like
epic name, Air,
when
like
I heard that,
H-E-I-R.
that's what I thought. But I do like it. If she has a third kid and it's a girl, she should name it Summer or Sunny. Just to go Stormy, Air, Sunny, Summer.
Isn't Air now? Isn't he a baby boy?
He's like 10 months.
But like he's a boy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was clarifying.
Actually, that's so fair. Like with the word air, it could literally
I
go
haven't-
anyway.
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, honestly, even though I did just laugh, I'm not gonna lie. Adding the E at the end of Air makes the name better.
Makes it better, yeah.
Same thing with Stormy. Isn't Stormy with an I instead of an Y? Like that makes it better.
I love the name Stormy. Okay, I think they work so well together.
Yeah.
And I genuinely do think it's like complimentary to Stormy. I know people have their like theories about what it's about. Also, it means like lion in Arabic.
Yeah.
I think.
It means something.
And then she came out with the lion at the
That
fashion
was.
That's why she did it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, yeah.
It's because it was a piece in the show. And she was wearing a piece that was in the show.
But then also, it could be like, oh, this is for my baby boy.
My baby boy Air. Oh.
And like, she just revealed the name. Like,
That
the
sounds
same
like
day.
exactly how she would say it.
Yeah, true.
My baby boy Air.
Gross.
All right, moral is, honestly, I don't hate it. I really don't.
I don't hear. Honestly, I think
I was shocked,
Kylie-
but
I think
she has
Kylie
such cool names.
has
Yeah.
some of the best names.
Kylie has
Out of
the
all
best
of them.
baby
Out of
names out of
all
all the
the-
I also
Kardashians.
All the
love
Ks.
all of Kim's babies' names. I love.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, North, Chicago, Psalm, and who's the other one?
I was vibing with all of them except Psalm.
I knew it right away. Wait.
Saint?
Yes,
it is Saint.
I was like,
They're
you
so
could.
good.
I'm sorry, but you could tell when Kanye took over, naming the kids.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what?
I still
you
love
live and you learn. You live and you learn.
The thing is, a lot of people that don't like Air, the majority of people hated Stormy. Like, she was clowned on for the first 2 years of Stormy, and now literally everyone loves it.
Stormy's an icon. Like, I cannot. We're gonna talk about it later after we say another silly reveal. But I think that all of those kids growing up as nepotism children is going to be so interesting.
Like, the it girls of Hollywood.
Cannot express it enough. So interesting.
I'm so excited to be living and like watching.
Like
it.
watching Stormy's like slay the runaway. Like,
We'll
okay,
be in our
I'm
like
here for
30s,
it.
40s though.
Yeah, and I'm like, work, Stormy.
Work, girl, work.
Okay, another celebrity baby news that happened. Paris Hilton
Olivia's very upset about this.
revealed her baby. She had a baby through a surrogate.
It's a boy.
Oh, you wanted like pink, like Malibu, like
Yeah.
No, it's just,
Girl.
I think that Paris is kind of like, I feel bad for this kid when he grows up and sees these videos, but she's like openly talked about how she wanted her first baby to be a girl. She's like, I want a girl first. I want a girl. I'm hoping for a girl.
It is just. You know what?
Can't really do anything about it.
I know.
I don't think he can do anything. Maybe he'll grow up to be a gay icon, and then you never know.
Probably true.
You literally, you can
also
It's
you don't
Paris Hilton's your mother. I don't care if your dad looks like the most average man of all time. Your mother's Paris Hilton. Her genes will outshine his.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, that came as a surprise to everyone. Because at first everyone was
Shocked.
like, oh my god, she didn't even look pregnant. And everyone was like, wait, but she had a surrogate.
Yeah, it was surrogate. No, that, to be
Wait.
fair,
No, 'cause
people,
that's what I first thought about. I was
people
like,
were
wait,
saying
what? I was like, wait.
Yeah, because she had like the Miley's Rockin' Eve a couple weeks before.
Oh my god, yeah. So I was like, wait.
I was like,
Like
wait a minute.
my the brain was not mathing. I was like, what?
And I was like, oh,
I was like,
surrogate, duh.
what? I was like, I literally could not wrap my head around the fact. I was like, how is
It
she
was just
pregnant?
like so random. I was just like, oh, okay, baby drop. Like, okay.
I'm really intrigued for his name. Really, really, really
Yeah, predictions. Do you have any
intrigued.
predictions?
Maybe it's like Glitter.
no, I think she's going for a classic, like, old money name, but like cool. Cause like no one would name, to be fair, the fact that
Gatsby.
literally something like that.
Oh, that'd be such a
I think
good
she's gonna go for
name.
something very like flair, but also kind of like old money. Because like while Paris isn't exactly like an old money name, it's like when you hear someone named Paris, you're like, oh, they have money. Like I don't know how that.
She's iconic. I was talking to Emma about this. Literally, the Olympics sponsored her because
I know.
they're having the Olympics in Paris for 2024. I think I forgot like what year it is, but like that is iconic.
One of the upcoming Olympics.
Like I don't care what this kid pops out, what he is. The fact that your mom is Paris Hilton, OG influencer, whatever you want to say about her, she has literally defined pop culture.
Yeah.
Like he better take that for granted because I'll be reborn and be Paris Hilton's child. Like, hi mom. Hey girl, how's it going?
Okay.
And nope, you can go. It's not that okay.
I'm like kind of segueing. So you
Okay.
go.
With Paris Hilton's kid, no matter what this kid grows up to like enjoy and however they dress, they're going to be a fashion icon. Like there's no way that Paris is gonna let this kid like go out there and like Nike shorts and whatever like when they're in their like late teens, early 20s. Like this kid is going to be a fashion icon.
I mean, that's the same with all of the Kardashian kids. I mean, remember when Kim was on Ellen and then she was like, oh, like your son is wearing like a fake chain. She's like, that's not fake.
Yeah.
She's like, that's not fake. That's not a fake chain. Like, who told you it's a fake chain? And I was
also,
like, oh,
it's totally chill to put a fake chain on your child. Like,
not when you're the Kardashians.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
fine. I'm sorry, but those kids grow out of the clothes so quickly. It's dumb to waste money to like buy designer for
fully
children.
agree. That's why she thought it was fake. She's like, there's no way this kid is wearing like $100 million necklace and he's like literally can't even say Google Gaga. Like what?
But that's the Kardashians for you.
I mean, that is so true.
So we'll see how life goes for them growing up in the public eye. That always scares me. Like when a baby's
Terrifying.
exploited, like right when they're born.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it with the royal family.
100%.
We see it
Oh
with
my
God.
all these
I mean,
celebrity Hollywood
I agree. And I think
babies.
what is really interesting is you can see a clear difference in parents that not like, I'm not going to go out there and say that these parents are like exploiting their kids to like get like fame back. But like, for example, we all know Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar, 2 90s icons. I know what you did last summer, like all that. They have never shown a picture of their kids' faces. No. I follow Sarah Michelle, what an icon, on Instagram. It's always blurred. There's always like a there's like a star emoji over, and like she'll just be like, you know, like my kid like had her 13th birthday, like she wanted a spa day, so I had to like get ready. And I was like, I really appreciate that the fact that they realized that, you know, you're like, this child is 13, she might not want these like pictures of her on the internet. Because I mean, all child stars do that. I know that Miley gets upset with it. I know the Apatows, like Maud and Iris, they always get mad. They're like, oh my god, I looked so cringe when I was 6, and now that's on the internet forever.
Just like think about what it does, like, to have your kids. Like, look at Willow and Jaden Smith. They haven't exactly had it easy. They've been like aggressively in the eye. Like, Willow had a hit song when she was like 11,
and she cut all of her hair off.
I know,
so she didn't have to perform that song.
I know,
anymore.
Like I feel so bad. Like,
it must mess with you. Like,
no, like, and thinking they probably would have been completely different people.
Another good example is the Jackson family.
Oh yeah,
how like, or also like Presley's too.
Yeah.
Okay. When like people think they know your parent better than you know your parent.
I couldn't even imagine.
Passed away, they can like say that, and it's just.
Oh my god, that's such a valid point. Like, I can't imagine, like, I don't know, like my dad's Elvis Presley and he died, and then everyone's like, I knew your dad so well, like, and all this, and it's just like, I think I would know him. I mean, obviously, I think Priscilla was. Wait, no, wait, that's the wife. Lisa.
She was young.
Oh, rest in peace. Oh my god.
Which sadly passed.
Makes me so upset because she can't see her daughter in Daisy Jones and the Six. And I'm just like, I hope she got to see it before she died, bro. I hope. Which I can't even imagine. Actually, going back, I can't even imagine if Austin Butler won the Oscar for Elvis and then he makes like a dedication to Lisa.
Oh my gosh.
Because I mean, he brought them to the Golden Globes, and she like that's insane. She literally like passed away like 2 days later.
Yeah, but people were saying like that she looked like, even before like it came out that she passed, people were like, oh, she does not look good. Which, to be fair, her son died, so
I mean, it's just been tragedy in that family.
Everyone's dying.
I feel awful. I mean, that's a whole conspiracy at this point. It's like, why is everyone dying in Hollywood? Like, this is getting a little concerning.
Maybe we're just more aware of it because we're getting older, and we're like,
no, I think it's like it's every week, literally from October to November. It was just like Olivia Newton-John, blah blah blah, Lisa Jordan or Leslie Jordan, like bam 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 bam. And I'm like,
maybe it's because like the idea of like celebrity became so big, like in the decades that these people were like in their teens, 20s, 30s. So now there's a lot more celebrities now, like a lot more iconic celebrities. So now that they're all dying, people are actually paying attention to it. Well, beforehand, like in the 50s, 60s, if you were like a famous singer, actor, no one's really going to care about you once you're in your 40s, 50s. It's not even going to be big news when you die. So maybe now it's like because of social media, we're just very aware of when everyone's dying.
Yeah. Speaking mad facts.
Sorry, that was so depressing, Mubby.
Well, that was just a depressing conversation. Well, we're going to take a break after that.
I promise we'll be more positive when we come back.
Just a reminder, you're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM online at WIDRFM.org. Okay.
Preach.
Take a little break, everyone.
Hello, angels. We're back.
Okay.
Wait, should we think of like a name to call our listeners?
Oh my god, wait.
Pop effectors.
No. Please, if anybody can think of what you want to be called, our 3 fan base, let us know.
Oh, literally our family members. What was it?
We can't do that.
I was thinking, I'll write it down when I was thinking, which we can't say it on here, but
for now, you know what, we'll decide, and you know what, we'll come back, and then you'll have a name, and then you'll be able to be like, you know what, we're here. We're here. All right, but anywho, I'm actually so randomly interested to talk about this topic.
Randomly?
Yes. Okay. No, I heard this and I was like, Wait, so Justin Bieber sold his entire music catalog
I know.
for
like nothing.
Yeah,
200 million. That's not nothing.
Okay, but in Justin Bieber terms, I'm okay.
Yeah, but in my brain, I'm like, oh, I'd be set for life.
Oh yeah,
my grandkids would be set for life.
So he sold it to this. What even are they? This like music agency or something? It's called Hypnosis.
Oh wait, thank you.
For $200 million, which seems like a lot, but for somebody who's so still like early in their career, kind of.
I'm not gonna lie, Justin Bieber is kind of, everyone's saying that he's kind of like past his prime though.
Well, I guess it makes sense. Well, you don't have to be in your prime to still release music. I mean, Elton John's still releasing music, and clearly his prime was in the 70s, 80s.
But everybody who sold their music to Hypnosis is like way older than him.
Yeah.
It's maybe he like kind of came to the realization that after Yummy and all of the publicity he was doing for no reason with all the babies and everything, he is like, he's unredeemable. Yeah. Maybe like it finally clicked in his head that you can't do that.
Well, yeah. I don't like understand all of it, but people are saying that it's a really good thing for him to do. Like it's smart on his part.
I think it's because he's like, frankly, he's not making the kind of money that he used to.
Yeah.
And I think eventually it's gonna like set in that he can't just keep like spending the money, the kind of money that he was when he was making that kind of money. He's not making that kind of money anymore, and he's still spending like he's in his prime. And so maybe he's like, oh, I need more money. Let's sell it.
Yeah. Well, I heard. Okay, this is allegedly. I don't know if this is true or not.
Not factual.
He sold his music catalog to help cover the money he owes due to his canceled tour. I forget what is it called.
Purpose.
That was like in 2013.
No, it's like Justice or something like that. His new
album.
Because he canceled it
Peaches.
Not because of Peaches. Okay, well, the Justice tour.
Okay, I think that's actually really true. But the thing is that Peaches was like on the Billboard Top 100 for like weeks. So like I don't think that he's like Flopiana right now, but I mean it's still up there.
They're streaming. They're not a lot of people are streaming like popular TikTok songs like that where it's only like a sound bit is popular. However, the radio seems to think that these are the songs that just because they're popular on TikTok that everyone wants to hear all of them. So they get radio play, but they don't get that many streams, like more than normal.
Yeah, I mean, but regardless, he's in the top 10, so like good for him. But okay, I know we're like, oh my god, it's so little. Obviously, 200 million is not little to any of us, but I think I'm putting myself in like Justin Bieber, like, you know, baby era. Like,
Baby has like 1 billion streams.
How are you going to only sell? That's like when Justin Timberlake, I'm pretty sure he sold his music for like only 130.
The same to Hypnosis.
Yeah, and if Hypnosis is biggest with 200 million, I'm pretty sure JT was like 130 million. I'm like, how can you like just give pretty much like your life's work just away?
Yeah, it's like everything from before the end of 2021. So 290 titles basically, and Hypnosis receives every single payment for every single stream.
So can he like ever even make music again?
No, he can't. It's kind of like the Taylor Swift situation.
But it's the complete opposite.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because they bought his music, basically. Taylor is like her own. Like, nobody buys her music. She is her own music now. So it's like literally he did the complete opposite that Taylor Swift did.
That's so interesting. Just like the difference of like Taylor
and Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun is literally Justin's name. Oh,
like yes. But like it's so interesting how Taylor is trying everything to get her music back, re-recording, whole 9 yards, and then there's like a completely opposite side of the spectrum, which I have to believe that if like Justin Timberlake is doing this as well as Justin Bieber, they must have spent what? I don't even know what I was about to say.
An anomaly.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Just like a bunch of money in like, you know, their early days, which I mean makes sense. I mean, we had Justin Bieber in his cultural appropriation era as well as Miley, so he was probably spending a lot of money then. But it's just like they have to have not been responsible with their money if you're gonna sell your music for that low.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He was young. Like, frankly, if I was that young and I came into that kind of money, like, even when I got like my first job at McDonald's and I was making like $200 every 2 weeks, I was spending it, because it's like when a kid that young has money, they're going to spend it. Yeah. And he had that much, so he never really learned how to save his money. So he's probably just spending and spending and spending and be like, oh, it's fine, I'm going to make more. Oh, it's fine, I'm going to make more. But like, he's not making as much anymore. He's still making millions. Yeah. But he's not making tens, hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
So he's just like, it's just extremely like irresponsible financially.
He made more money when he was like 13
than literally.
He did now.
And honestly, that must be kind of an identity crisis. If like people only want you when you're 13 and not when you're like 32. Granted, though, I think the main problem with Justin Bieber is the fact that he doesn't make more mature music. Like, it seems like he's just stuck in his 13-year-old self. Like, what was Yummy?
He had I don't remember what song it was, but he had it and I literally cried. I think it was off like one of his newer albums, but it was like so sad and depressing. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What song was that?
Lonely? Is that what it's called?
It might have been. To be fair, I think when I cried to it, I was like 16, so it might have been a little more juvenile. If I listened to it now, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I think he's still putting out good stuff. He's just trying to throw out cash cows as singles.
Yeah, but I think also we're kind of in an era of music where we care more about songwriting than actual performance. Like, we're never going to get an Aretha Franklin again. We're never getting a Whitney Houston again. But you're getting, you know, the Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey, where they're actually like genuinely writing lyrics that, you know, mean something. Doesn't matter if it means to anybody else, it means to them. And like, their songwriting is so strong. And I mean, now when you look at the credits and you see that your favorite artist didn't write their own song, you're like turned off.
Yeah, people literally get annoyed.
Well,
like,
Sabrina Carpenter didn't write all of her lyrics.
Yeah, but to be fair, she had a more production. Like, some of her songs, like Emails I Can't Send, like those are actually like really like emotionally vulnerable, and the songwriting is very good. However, Sabrina, overall, that was more of a production album. It was more like a fun.
Well, exactly. I mean, and that's probably why she's not as big as Olivia Rodrigo right now, because Olivia Rodrigo, obviously with the whole drama and whatever, like you can pick whatever way, but in my opinion, not just my opinion, but I think Olivia prioritizes writing more. But also, she has Dan.
Yeah.
Like her like producer, like her best friend, like, and also it's so hard to find like a middle-aged man that's not gonna like mess up like her life when she's 17
you never
years
know.
old.
You never know.
Whoa. Paper down.
Just a reminder, you're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM online at WIDRFM.org.
Yeah, but I think it's just a mixture. I think he's not really producing anything that there's no way he enjoys singing Yummy over and over and over again. Same thing with Peaches over and over again. Like, there's no way. You're clearly not in your prime, which is fine. But he honestly could have capitalized over that. I mean, when Taylor came back after everyone hated her reputation, she went right back up. But I don't know. Here's the bigger question. Do you think that Justin Bieber is redeemable as an artist?
No.
No, because the thing is with Taylor Swift, she really did like have, while the majority of the masses were hating her, it was because we were in the era of like either internalized or just general misogyny. Like that was the time where we were like in a like naughty word shaming women for absolutely no reason when the men were to blame. However, now it's kind of more like we're recognizing both sides. So she was able to come back from that. She didn't actually do anything that was like, she didn't do anything that was genuinely questionable. That like, morally.
Taylor, she's not an angel, but in this situation,
that's
she
what I'm
did
saying. Like,
nothing wrong.
I mean,
the reason that her reputation was destroyed.
Yesterday about the Lavender Haze music video, and they used
which one?
Like, an Islamic like emoji.
Oh,
and everyone's like, Taylor or like
girl.
her team.
Girl.
Why did they do that?
Yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying is what destroyed her reputation was like, frankly, it was the whole Kanye thing that like that was the final straw. that was because everyone was on Kanye's side because the majority of men liked his music, and then Kim was on their side, and a lot of Kim's fans and people who just like the Kardashians, and then it was the general public that kind of swayed, like those fans swayed the general public. But the thing is, people stopped liking Justin Bieber because, one, they didn't like his music, and two, he was doing actually like not good things. Like he was doing things that got him charges.
Yeah.
So I really don't ever see a bright future for Justin anymore, which I guess makes sense why he would sell his music that low, especially if he needs to cover up some money issues.
Yeah.
I mean, just my comment on that.
Yeah. Justin's also like, he's very like, he hasn't really been consistent for that long. Like, while his music has kind of changed the same, his image is constantly different. You'll see him out in public, and every single time he looks like a completely different person. He is not the kind of, he doesn't have a consistent enough image for people to like kind of fall in love with him again. Because you feel like, oh my God, I love this like fun, silly like husband vibes, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, that's gone. So those are just my thoughts.
I'm just over Justin Bieber.
Moving on.
Okay, biopic.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
So biopics, there's kind of always been biopics in Hollywood, but I feel like over the past couple of years, there's been like a cycle of them, like constantly coming out.
And the fact that just like biopics coming out more and more and more at the same time that everyone is talking about how Hollywood is dead is just like, it's a whole thing about how everyone, I mean, they're not really wrong. Like, you don't really see movie stars anymore. Like, when everyone's like, why do people obsess over Timothée Chalamet? It's like, he's only obviously there's other real movie stars like Florence Pugh and everything, but like, as in the fact of like, you know, like a Brad Pitt, like that is Timothée Chalamet right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like he doesn't
That's
really use like social media. Like, I mean, today he just posted some like random selfies, just picking his nose.
No,
in one of his
literally,
selfies.
I saw that right before we started this, and I was
he's just
what
being
is happening?
Goofy. He's like living his life, which like I respect, but it's just like it all is happening at the same time that Hollywood is quote unquote dying, and then biopics are rising. It's like there's just no interesting concepts anymore.
It's like they're trying to bring back older Hollywood by making biopics about classic Hollywood stars.
Like that's not gonna, because usually most of the biopics tank. Like I don't think people realize Elvis doing this good is like a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like a genuine, like I know the Whitney Houston one failed. What's it called? I don't even want to talk about the Amy Winehouse one. I'm already mad about it.
Marilyn Monroe one.
Also, that doesn't even look like the Amy Winehouse. That doesn't even look like that.
When that comes out, we're about to unleash so much hellfire on that whole production committee. Oh my God. And the Queen one wasn't that good. The Elton John one wasn't that good.
Okay, lies. Bohemian Rhapsody was amazing. Rocketman was amazing.
I think Rocketman, I think that was really good.
Rocketman is probably the best biopic that's come out in most recent years.
Yes. I do, however, think that the thing with Bohemian Rhapsody, I am kind of on Olivia's side with that.
Why?
Just because I think that there's just it's not even that it wasn't good, it's just that there's some things that like deserve better. It just like, the story was a very sensitive one, and I just don't think that it was.
Well, you could say that about Elvis. You say the same thing. There were so many topics in Elvis that were like really like
Elvis was depressing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's the whole thing about biopics is that like it's very like when somebody when there's a biopic made about somebody who's not living anymore, it's very, very like
yes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It seems honestly in a sense kind of not illegal, but it's just like you're kind of exploiting their life for views. I mean, I think the reason why people really, really, other than the fact that Elvis is just like the really big one biopic right now, is the fact that, you know, like Priscilla Presley like approved of it. Mm-hmm. Like clearly like they all went to the Golden Globes with Austin Butler, and they actually were like, you know what, this makes sense. And then you also get now Priscilla coming out, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it.
Oh,
but
also with Queen, I mean, obviously Freddie Mercury's not alive, but the rest of the band is.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wouldn't have just let that slide without
exactly.
Like,
so it's just like, this is a valid question that Paige wrote down. Is like, are they even okay, and is exploiting celebrities like worst moments for entertainment purposes. Like,
yeah,
because I mean, when I watched Elvis and you like really actually got to know him, obviously because of Austin Butler's phenomenal performance, but like the fact that he was just exploited left and right and all like the whole 9 yards, and it's just like, oh,
and it's still happening.
Oh my God. Like, obviously, people are still getting exploited now, but I think obviously, back then it was like, it's easier to hide it because there's no social media. Yeah. There's nobody keeping you in check.
Yeah.
So I have such a love-hate relationship with biopics.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do think that what you said earlier about was a good point about how people they've kind of run out of original concepts.
Oh my
and
God,
like
yeah.
how Paige said, that's like how they're trying to revive old Hollywood. I do think that that's a really good point, because like in Hollywood, like think about like the golden age, even like the early 2000s, like even though they were more like fun, silly, they were more like they weren't maybe original, but there was like an original take, and
100%.
It felt authentic. Now it feels like everything is you'd be like, oh, that's just like that 90s movie. Oh, that reminds me of this random 2000s show. Like nothing is original now. And I think that if Hollywood just kind of like tried to stop doing sequels, tried to stop doing reboots, biopics, and they just went into it thinking, okay, what is an original concept, or maybe like what hasn't been done before in Hollywood, then they would be able to set themselves up to have maybe a few biopics here and there that actually do well. But because there's so many and there's no original concepts, we're sick of it and we're annoyed and we want it to be over.
I just had a really interesting thought. So obviously we're like, no biopics. What about like documentaries that show like the real actual events happening and like talking about like these moments?
That's different.
What do you think about those? Like good intentions, bad intentions, like
okay, what do you...
Is the person involved?
Like all of like the Elvis Presley documentaries that have ever come out, or
like there's been like Marilyn Monroe documentaries and stuff like that. There's been a Queen documentary.
I mean, that's actually a really good point, because all of the people that are being talked about, especially Marilyn and Elvis, they've been exploited since the day that, you know, that camera turned on and they were able to be televised.
Yeah.
So it's like, just let it rest. Like, just let them rest. I think, with that being said, though, I really do think that Austin did a phenomenal job as Elvis. But the fact that literally not even a year later, there's like the spinoff of like Priscilla.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like there's just nothing original. And the funny thing is that there are people out there who want to be original, but they're not letting them in.
I know.
They're like, because I think the problem is now, if you do not have a popular actor in your movie,
it's not going to
be a great example, and I'm literally fall in this category, is Bones and All. Phenomenal movie. But if it was just Taylor Russell and then another like average looking man, it would not have done as good. No. Because you're looking at Timothée Chalamet in it.
Yeah, and like whenever they do like, whenever a biopic gets announced, people are always like, oh my God, who's going to be cast as this person? They're always like looking for somebody who's like
the fan cast.
A fan cast, like who's in their prime right now with the fans. Like,
they're always upset too.
When Madonna's biopic was announced, everyone was like, oh my God, it's going to be Sydney Sweeney or Alexa Demi or Julia Garner and stuff like that, which it did get canceled because Madonna's going on tour, obviously. I saw that last week. But yeah, that was like a whole thing. Everybody just like wants to know who's gonna be the main person in the biopic.
And frankly, half the time the fan casts are better, but the problem is that the fan casts are like of these people 10, 15 years ago. It does remind me of I'm not saying that I agree with this author, but the Colleen Hoover book that is coming out. The fact that Blake Lively is like playing...
Mouth dropped.
I'm like, girl.
Dropped. I was like, it's just living proof. Just Colleen Hoover, even just like having a brand.
Did you say Colleen Hoover?
Wait, what is it? Hoover?
It's Colleen Hoover. Like
that's how much I hate her. I literally don't even care to say her name right. Like, I think that there is just no creativity. Which, okay,
she's writing for Book Talk.
Here's the thing, though. Actually, I'm gonna kind of take that back in a sense of the fact we need to start giving more like attention to Reese Witherspoon's book club.
Yes. Yes.
The fact that her company is producing Daisy Jones and the Six. Like, the thing is that, I mean, it's so hard. It's inevitable, but we do live in like, especially the industry in general is very male dominated. But you see like Reese Witherspoon, and she is so rich. Oh my God, she is so smart, like just like financially, business wise.
Yeah.
She knew that people would want Daisy Jones and the Six as a show. Same. And I mean, now look.
Target audience.
Yeah.
Literally, that show is about to blow up. Fashion is going to change.
I know.
Everything about just like society as a whole is going to change. But the thing is that it's still a TV show.
Yeah.
And this is like movies.
Yeah.
Because if there's no like really Hollywood stars anymore, but you only want to cast Hollywood stars, what do you do?
Yeah, like that's true.
It's like they're chasing each other. It's like you want this really, really good movie, but then you're not letting like new actors go in.
Yeah.
So you just keep cycling the same ones.
Yeah. And then it does get to a point where an actor does kind of start to get typecast. Like even Timothée Chalamet, he always gets typecast as like the broody, emotional, but like low-key, like dark humor, funny, like...
Honestly, I don't know if I agree with that because he actually has a really good
I'm
film
saying
catalog.
like his like the ones that like are like the big movies, like where it's kind of like the, at least just from what I've seen. Maybe Timothée Chalamet wasn't like a good example, but it does get to the point where they just try to like
Jennifer Lopez. She's been married 25 million times.
No, literally.
Just watched Shotgun Wedding last night. It was actually really good. Cannot lie.
Is it actually
Oh my
good?
God, my
Is that the one with Owen Wilson?
Paige.
I was like, no
my
way.
grandparents watched that movie as well last night. I was on the phone with my grandparents about that today. They literally were like, oh my God, I watched Shotgun Wedding.
Lenny Kravitz is in it, just have to say.
Icon.
Oh my gosh, Darcy Carden, J-Lo, obviously. Okay. It was so good. My mom and I watched it last night. We loved it.
See, but that's the thing. She's literally been married, I think, 6 or 7 times on screen. And it's just like, if Hollywood isn't going to let actors expand, then how can we expect new like film catalogs to expand? Which is why I think that people are so obsessed with everything everywhere all at once, because it's never have seen it before.
No, it's such an original concept.
And there's no way that Eric's listening to this. Happy birthday, Eric, by the way.
Happy birthday.
He's not listening, but it's all
How
right.
old is he today?
He's 20. He's our age.
Oh my goodness.
Big man's 20. And he'll never hear this, but it's fine. I'll send him one to be like, oh my God,
We can send him a little clip.
But he made a valid point where that movie, as well as Get Out, have already been like getting resurfaced. Because nobody, once you find an original idea, it takes like 10 years for a new one. There's been, literally, there'll be copycats like, oh my God, that's so Get Out. I'm like, what was the movie? Oh my God, I'm not going to know it on right now. But there was a movie and I was like, this is just literally the entire plot of Get Out.
Yeah. I think it was another one of his, it was like the same director, right? That everyone was like,
Jordan
these are
Peele?
literally the same movies. I feel like he had 2 movies that, it might have been another director, but there was like 2 kind of horror movies that everyone was like, this is literally the same thing. And it was by the same director. I don't remember who it was.
It can't be Jordan Peele because Jordan Peele's phenomenal. I'm a Jordan Peele stan.
Also,
oh my God.
I have noticed, like, I do not watch these movies because I would rather,
Cry.
I would rather work like a 9 to 5 until I was 90 years old than watch horror movies. But I have noticed that horror movies, at least just from like the concepts that I've seen, have been a lot more original than like general, like trying to be like serious, like action, comedy, whatever. They have been like, that is the most original category right now, in my opinion.
Barbarian.
I need, wait. You're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM, online at WIDRFM.org.
We're not done talking, guys. Buckle up.
Was so bad in my opinion.
And it was literally
so
it's a
bad.
ripoff of Get Out.
Yes.
I'm so
Is this
glad I
proving my
remembered
point
it.
wrong
Of what?
about the horror movie being the?
Well,
like,
I think personally right now Jordan Peele dominates just like horror in general. Same thing as, oh my God, I forgot his name, with Pearl. Maxine's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait, so
Yeah, like-
excited about.
No,
whoa.
literally, those are kind of like the movies that I'm thinking, like at least just from the trailers and like what I've read online, they are a lot more original concepts than what's been done. It's not really like jump scare, like ooey gooey gross.
Oh no,
anymore.
it's actually like Get Out is a
X?
phenomenal.
That is like the wildest horror movie I've ever seen in my entire
Jenna
life.
Ortega's scream is like ingrained in my mind.
Just the entirety of Brittany Snow's character.
I love Brittany Snow so much.
It's so wild. Anyways, I hated Barbarian. I watched it and
I had no desire to watch it. After I heard the plot, I was like, that's Get Out. I don't need to watch it.
It's not like exactly like Get Out.
But it's just like, obviously it can't be exactly, but it's, it's like.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Please don't watch that movie.
Well, that's just the thing. It's like there's just really no creativity. But when it is, it does get praised. And obviously, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a clear ringer example of when it's crazy. When you're actually creative, you get good press.
Yeah.
Crazy idea.
Wild.
You have an original idea and it does good. Oh my God, you're a household name now.
I know. A lot of these movies, what they're doing is they're relying on the drama and the hype of it being bad, so that people go see it to like think how bad it is. But the movies like do well and stand the test of time when they like try to get the good press because it's good, not just trying to get press.
But actually, one more thing. I think, sorry, I love this topic so much.
going.
I'm like really going. I think the next up and coming, other than just like, Jordan Peele, is a Knives Out franchise.
Yes.
I am a white what? I was thinking of Mike White from.
No, I was gonna say yeah.
Oh my God, White Lotus. Whoa, my brain's all over the place.
I am a White Lotus.
Whoa, I am a White Lotus stan. Oh my God, wait. Ryan Johnson, is that his name? I think.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I think also it's the fact that, like, I forgot his name. James Bond, Ben Blanc, whatever his name. I forgot. Icon though. I apologize.
Mike White.
We're not talking
That's
about
White Lotus.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking of Ryan. I was trying to think of Ryan Johnson.
Oh, my bad.
But like the fact that the actor who plays like Ben Blanc, whatever his name is, he is coming back. He's like, I will do every single one. And like there really hasn't been like a franchise in a long time. Like you don't see the Jurassic Parks. Well, you do, and they suck now. But like you see Star Wars once again after George Lucas left. Awful. So it's just kind of like, can they do a third one? Because I know a third one's in the works. And I thought, honestly, I'm not going to lie.
Compare the two. Which one's better?
What?
For Knives Out.
That's hard.
That's hard because I think
I've heard everyone say that the original is better that I've talked to.
Okay, the original has been hyped to literally
I do think it's because of Chris Evans in that sweater. Not going to lie.
The only similarity is the one character.
Yeah.
It's like two completely different concepts.
Well, no, I don't think people were saying like of the concept wise. They were just saying like which movie was better like overall.
Okay, well, I
kind of
think
separating the two, but like comparing them.
Okay, but the problem is that the second movie leaned in a lot more with comedy, which I thought, which was also really interesting. I'm a Glass Onion stan. Like I am a Glass. I know you laugh at my reviews on Letterboxd.
I watched it like 5 days in a row. And I was
Glass
like,
Onion stan, because I think that it is so hard to do comedy now, because in the past, in like the early 2000s, me and Emma literally watched Not Another Teen Movie like 2 days ago.
The wildest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They're just they weren't even funny. It's just like they're kind of just like throwing out jokes just to like do it, but like actually with Glass Onion, they're good jokes and they're not offensive.
Yeah, and they were like really referential towards like making fun of people who are like elitists. And like that. Like the Lana Del Rey mask too.
Oh my God,
everyone was like, oh.
I remember literally like my mouth dropping in the theater. I was like, oh no way.
How do you guys feel about? Because I know that the main guy who was like in both of them, I don't remember his name. But
Daniel Craig.
Oh my God, James Bond.
Wow, my brain like worked every like few seconds.
I know that he was saying that he really did not want it to be called Knives Out franchise Glass Onion. Like he just wanted it to be Glass Onion. How do you feel about like attaching it? Because the fact that
I think you have to.
I think that they could advertise it as, but having it on the actual title and literally on everything.
All right.
It is kind of limiting it and being like, oh, it has to be the same format.
Okay.
Isn't it Glass Onion and Knives Out murder mystery?
Yeah, like Knives Out something.
Well,
it's like
okay,
they don't saying like, oh, it's two movies, but now
they
it's a
do not
franchise.
keep the same format. That is lie.
I know
that's a lie. But I think what I get to is like with Star Wars. It's like Star Wars: A New Hope, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
But it's like you just have Knives Out, and then you start like you should be like Knives Out, like Murder in the Woods or whatever, and then it's like, which is not the plot or whatever, and then it's like Knives Out, Glass Onion. So I guess I can see where you're coming from, because a lot of people had that thought where it's like, why wouldn't you like detach it? But then also everyone was gonna like have comments about it, because Knives Out is honestly critically acclaimed for one of the best murder mysteries ever.
Yeah, it was really fun. I loved it.
So you need to watch Glass Onion. You would love Glass Onion.
I know I would.
Like, there's no gore. There's nothing.
Now that I have a lot more time on my hands, I think that I'm gonna be able to watch all these movies that you guys are telling me to, and all these shows.
Yay!
I'm unemployed, so.
Well, more of the story in Hollywood, there actually are a lot of ideas that these directors and writers can come up with that like are original, but they just want to stick to these biopics.
Yes, because they know it'll make them. They know that it'll at least make them a good amount of money.
They need to take chances. They're just too safe right now.
Phenomenal money.
I think you know what?
You know what? So many good examples of original content that was successful.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, I literally think that
Hollywood
Hollywood is insecure and they're afraid to step out of their shell. I genuinely think they're just insecure and they're like, oh my god, but like, what if I do it and it flops? Then it flops. But you know who won't flop? Greta Gerwig. Greta Gerwig, stand here.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for Barbie.
Barbie's gonna change my life, and I'm so glad. And that's all I have to say for today. That's how I'm leaving it on. Is just everyone get ready for Barbie.
Is that?
That is that.
We went a little longer, but you know what? We were in good discussions. Okay, I didn't read. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
We're gonna come up with a name for you all. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can like.
We gotta think about it first before.
DM us or something, and we'll figure it out. Maybe we can do a poll and be like,
what would you like your name to be?
Send us like a few options, and then we'll pick out the ones that we like best, and then we'll let you pick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that for today.
Make sure you follow us on social media at the Pop Effect Pod with an E on both Instagram and TikTok. We're trying to post a lot more on TikTok, but Instagram we are pretty consistent. So
purr. PUR spells purr.
Okay, we have to go.
Yeah.
Bye. See you next week.